Hello. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, so much to talk about, so much to catch up on. I don't even recall where I left off. I know that when I left off, I feel like I don't know if I was still going through divorce or if I had gotten my divorce. I was talking about a house. So much has been going on. So I don't even remember. And I just chose not to look at old videos to determine where I left off. But I'm back. Hopefully I am back more consistently. I just thought that I would jump on here and talk. Shoots. At first I was gonna talk about my mother. So, my biggest cheerleader, my best friend. The one who loved me before I knew that I was a me. Before I knew anything, the love that I felt was from my mom. She has changed her location. So she is no longer here. In a sense where I can call her and talk to her or give her a hug or laugh with her and hear her laughing. So she's not here in that sense. But she's always with me. Someone told me to look in the mirror and I always see her. Well, I didn't really look like her. But that's okay. I mean, I am a part of her. So that's a transition that has probably been the hardest. I'll say it has been the hardest thing to get used to. I often say, it's a different world than where I come from. I don't even know life without my mother. Don't even know it. It's been several months now, so I'm learning it. Don't know it, but I'm learning it. And so I just think about her as my cheerleader, and I say, okay, Mom, I'm gonna make you proud. I believe that I made her proud anyway. She always told me that I did. But I'm gonna continue to make you proud. There are certain things that I talk to her about that has yet to materialize, manifest. So I am gonna be working to make that happen and just, I know she'll be cheering me on as that happens. But yeah, I was gonna talk about her today, but maybe another day. So I want to talk about a scripture. Actually, there were three things, really the reason that made me jump on here today. I thought about three things, it just kind of came up. And there are the 3 Ds. 3 Ds. Dumb, desperate, and determined. And a lot of times we experience the 3 Ds because we don't pay attention to this one scripture. well, I'll say this one scripture with two verses. The first, when I first thought about it, I thought about this scripture, Proverbs 3:6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, God, and he shall direct thy path. But then verse 5 says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto your own understanding. And then it goes with all your ways. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. That scripture comes alive because of the 3Ds. Like when we're maybe making a dumb decision or when we do things that are dumb, it's because we didn't acknowledge him. We didn't acknowledge him. We didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about that decision. We didn't talk about whatever the decision may be. We didn't talk about it. We didn't talk to him about it. We didn't trust him. And then desperate. We become desperate because we did not acknowledge him in that. We're just trying to figure it out. Just trying to figure out how to make things happen or how to do whatever it is we need to do. And then determined. We get determined because of this scripture, because we say, okay, I've come to the end of myself. I can't do it. I can't figure it out. I already know I made a dumb decision. I'm already feeling desperate. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And so now let me trust in the Lord, because I do trust him. Let me go back to the basics. Let me go back to what I know. And I know that God won't lead me astray. I know that God has the answer to everything. I know that if I acknowledge him, he'll direct my path and it'll be okay. And so now I become determined to do things the way that I should have done them, you know? And you probably can relate to that too. I know, you know, it's not just me. I'm sure you've made decisions that were like, oh, dumb, shouldn't have did that, or, you know, you felt like desperate and, how do I do? What do I do? Or, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? However, and then you just get to the place where you just get determined, like, you know what? Can't do nothing about it. That has happened, or that's over, and now here I am. What am I gonna do? I have to be determined to do it God's way, because my way yield this result that I don't like, or this result that's like, you know. So if I want God's result, then I have to be determined. I have to determine within myself to do things God's way. So that scripture, like I said, it applies to it all. But if you have had those experiences, like I've had, the dumb experience, the desperate experience, get to the determined, get that determination to just do things differently, because you want a different result. You seek a different result. You want to see God show up in such a way that it blesses you like immensely. So that is my encouragement to you today, is to think about, meditate on, read Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Actually, I would say to you to read the whole chapter. Proverbs chapter 3. It's really good. You know, Proverbs is the book of wisdom. So it's really good. It's a good book. It's a good read. But stop and meditate on 5 and 6 and begin to do what 5 and 6 says, and get ready to experience something so great. So this is Kimberly Darshel. I am encouraging you to be great. I'm encouraging you to do things differently. I'm encouraging you to be authentically you, because you matter, and you are created in the image and the likeness of God. So go be you, go be great, and know that I love you.